You know, the older you get, the more Quartermain you become.
I suppose that's meant to be a compliment.
Well, it is indeed. You're doing exactly what your grandfather would do in the same situation.
What's that, Sue?
Work. It's the best thing you can do to get over Dawn.
I don't want to get over Dawn, Mother. She's my wife. I want her back.
Well, considering what she said...
Look, I said a lot of things, too. Things that I wish I could take back, but I can't. She'll get over this in time. She just needs to realize that what I said, I didn't necessarily mean. She just needs time.
Well, I suppose you're right about that. Some things need time. And then again, some things don't. Like this deal I heard about.
Later, Mother.
Sweetheart, it's the deal of the century. Natural gas.
I've seen the report.
It's the wave of the future. People are bored to death with having to wait on foreign oil.
True.
Look, this Montana holding company is willing to sell vast amounts of grazing land. If we can acquire it while it's still cheap, we could make a fortune.
If they can find gas reserves under the property.
This geological that I commissioned said we can, but we've got to get in now.
Alan passed on this deal.
Alan is an idiot. What does he know?
He knows that it's highly speculative.
Well, of course it is. That's why we can make a fortune if it works.
If it doesn't, I suppose I could write it off on next year's taxes.
Now you're beginning to sound like your grandfather.
We'll need board approval.
Yes, I know he will. You talk to Monica, and I'll talk to your grandmother.
We better act fast. Monica's at the hospital. I'll get this prospectus over to her now.
Ned? We make a good team.
Beat it, darling.
What's the matter, baby?
Cut it out.
Baby, wake up on the wrong side of the bed. I think we better go back to bed. What did you do that for?
Same reason why you did it to me the other day.
What?
You remember the day of the big meet of the LQ when your little baby boy took control? You didn't need me then, did you?
Sorry, I didn't mean to slight you.
Yeah, well, I don't mean to toot my horn about my sexual prowess, but I'm not just any chick's sex object, okay?
I think you have a very low opinion of yourself.
No, I don't.
I think you're a very intelligent man.
You do, huh? Which part of me do you like the best? My brain or my feet?
Do you honestly think that a woman like myself would be with a man because he was young, strong, sexy? Can we talk about this later?
Case closed there.
Well, please don't be so sensitive.
And please just cut right to the chase, Tracy. What do you want?
Okay, I guess you know me a little better than I think.
Mm-hmm. I know you pretty well.
Right, well, I need some information about a woman who worked for my father. Her name is Cheryl Stansbury. Do you know her?
Yeah, she's a looker.
Wasn't exactly the information I was looking for. Can you give it to me?
Yeah. I can give it to you.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna give it to you. But it's gonna cost you a little bit.
Oh, woe is me. Here I am without a penny in my pocket.
I'm not talking about pennies, baby.
Well, how can I pay you? Credit card? How about a check? Will you take a check?
Is this guy getting bigger and heavier, or I'm just getting weaker and older, huh?
Well, I'd say probably both.
Oh, thanks a lot.
So other than being here to see my bigger and better kid, what are you really here for?
Robert has okayed Camargo's visit.
I see. The surgery?
It'll be done on Monday. Colton's going to be flying down to Washington today to pick him up.
Do you want me to go with him for the transfer?
If you could, yeah.
I'd like to, as long as it doesn't interfere with Bobby's schedule.
Oh, great. Look, would it be all right if I went up to see Felicia for a little while?
Absolutely.
You wanna go
Anything
back
that
to
will
Papa?
stop her from knitting.
Big, strong boy. Big. There he goes.
He's
There
scared.
he goes.
Here, sit with me and Leslie.
Hey, Bobby, how are you, honey?
Okay, you're tired.
Oh, you look tired.
Thanks.
Relax. No, relax.
Hear that? Hey, cutie
Hey.
pie. How are you, cutie pie?
I never get any attention at all.
You know I love you.
You look pooped.
Oh, I am. You know, ever since that broadcast, everybody's swamping me with calls, and everybody wants a baby, and I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Just like you did with Anita, one at a time.
I'm scared, Tony.
You can handle it.
I don't even have a license.
Not yet.
How do I know they're going to approve me? I mean, in the meantime, I just can't go on placing babies with people. What if something goes wrong?
You have just got to be careful.
Yeah, I know. I don't want anybody to accuse me of being another Clayton.
So how can you even compare what you're doing with Clayton?
Well, some people might.
If you want some advice, why don't you talk to Alan or Scott?
You know, I think that's a great idea, but I feel guilty taking more of Alan's time. I mean, especially now. Charlene is sick. Lucy's pregnant.
Pregnant?
Oh, yeah. Didn't they tell you?
No. When did you find this out?
Early last week. Why?
No reason. I'm just surprised.
Oh, I'm not. What better way for her to get her greedy hooks into Alan's money?
Yeah, I guess.
Did you talk to Monica?
No, but I left the prospectus at the hospital for her. Mary, would you check on that Montana Holding Company file for me, please?
Right
Thank you.
Why, you appear to be in a far better mood than when you left.
Well, I saw Dawn at the hospital.
What happened? She welcomed you with open arms?
Not exactly. She's hurt and angry and upset.
Oh, well, that explains the good mood then.
But she's at least talking to me, so that's a start.
I don't know that I would exactly call that conversation.
No, I just think that, you know, as time goes on, she's going to be okay. I think she's...
Excuse me, Mr. Ashton, but you checked that file out several days ago.
Oh, that's right, Mary. I must have left that in my car. Let me go check on that. I'll be right back. Excuse me, Mother.
This is a very important acquisition. I hope he can keep his mind on business.
He has been a little preoccupied since he's been back. You know, your father always referred the merger and acquisition of something this significant to a woman named Cheryl Stansberry.
Really? Get her in here.
Well, she no longer works for the company. Actually, she never did work for the company. She was just someone your father hired as a consultant.
Then find out who she works for.
Well, unfortunately, she left Port Charles some time ago, some sort of personal problem.
Couldn't care less. Daddy trusted her, then I think I ought to track her down and make her an offer she can't refuse.